Now, the best person to answer that issue should be the former president. Maganda rin talagang lumabas no, si former president at sagutin niya bakit naging ganito. I mean, as a lawyer himself, was also been a former prosecutor, siguro alam niya yung reasons.
Yeah, no, yun nga, 'di ba? Kung gutom ka, 'di ba? May term nga tayo na hungry, 'di ba? Galit ka.
For anybody po, do you share po the concern of the Makabayan Bloc na yung pong pagpili ni Pastor Quiboloy kay former President Duterte as his assets administrator / caretaker could lead to some money laundering issues? That's how they put it. Your thoughts po?
If I could clarify, no, during the Committee on Legislative Franchise, when this was brought up, sa process sa pagpili ng administrator, klinaro naman po nila na yes, may papeles on appointment, pero it's only in case of inability, meaning hindi pa siya operative ngayon. So I think it's premature to talk about that, but being a lawyer, diba, if they can prove there are facts that's there, opinion naman po nila yon. And there are various legal means and there are various processes that they can look into or bring forth. Pero iklaro muna natin na yun nga, yun yung lumabas sa committee hearing na as of now, hindi naman pala talaga siya po ang administrator. Just in case lang, incapable to manage the assets si Pastor.
Konting dagdag lang. I believe this is the statement from the Makabayan Bloc. Tama po na.
Yes po.
Oo. Ando dun yung fear nila na baka mag-lead ito sa money laundering. Now, the best person to answer that issue should be the former president. Maganda rin talagang lumabas no, si former president at sagutin niya bakit naging ganito. I mean, as a lawyer himself, was also been a former prosecutor, siguro alam niya yung reasons. Kasi nagkaroon naman ng, in fairness to the Makabayan Bloc, I believe they also had this confusion because it was all out in media eh. Na-announce kasi na siya magiging tagapagmahala. He will be the caretaker. Okay.
Bisaya kang ginday.
Bisaya. Kung sa Bisaya pa, siya ang kanang muasikaso. Muasikaso sa tanan nga assets sa SMNI. Well, personally, I myself as a politician is quite surprised with that bold act. Kasi siyempre, may investigasyon, may mga alegasyon ng, let's say, tax evasion or ill-gotten wealth or whatever the sources of the money of the businesses of the executive Pastor Quiboloy. Magugulat ka, why get a former president? No, so what's the direction? Is it because he can have a hand on, actually lang sa totoo nga, as of this point of time, we really don't know how much in terms of monetary value is the available cash and asset of Pastor Quiboloy, considering that he has been a religious leader internationally for a long time. So, andun ba yung fear? Now, there are cases, not in the Philippines, but abroad, related to this. Siguro dyan nanggagaling yung konteksto ng statement ng Makabayan. But again, ang hirap eh, kasi nagulat din lahat bakit former president ang magiging administrator. Kasi during the incumbency of former President Duterte, alam naman niya na meron ngang mga kaso ang Amerika or kung ibang bansa ba yun, I believe may mga na-hold din ng mga empleyado. So medyo masalimuot. So getting a former president as a possible administrator of your properties and your wealth can be misconstrued as hiding something. Kasi you have to get somebody powerful to do that. So siguro nahiya lang din si PRRD at tinanggap niya, either nahiya siya na sabihin hindi o kung he's doing it as a friend or he's doing it as a lawyer. So all of these questions can properly be answered by the former president para naman mawala na itong mga lumabas na pangamba ng Makabayan Black.
Anybody else po? Thank you po.
Okay na. Thank you. Thank you. Earl Tobias from IBC 13.
Sounds up. Oops. Good afternoon po, our good congressman and congresswoman. Sa akin lang po, the House leadership has also been very committed into tackling po yung NFA issue natin, no. As of now, ombudsman ay nakatutok rin po dito, and it's marami pa pong mga nangyayaring development with the issue. Given now we're looking forward with what's happening next year, and baka ina-anticipate din ho ba natin na ito ay magiging isa sa mga malaking priority ng Kamara bilang pagtugon po doon sa function nitong NFA, at what does it mean din po para sa ating taong bayan na maayos itong issue na ito? Thank you.
Yeah, no, yun nga, 'di ba? Kung gutom ka, 'di ba? May term nga tayo na hungry, 'di ba? Galit ka. But even with that, the administration is also focusing on that. I think the DA said that their 2025 budget i-prioritize nila for poultry, high value crops. So it's not just Congress that's working on it. It's this administration, it's the various departments. Kasi nga, I think even earlier, diba, in the term of PBBM, he said na gusto niya nga zero hunger sana. And in line with that, Congress is also looking into various means, legislation to aid. So may support in focusing on food security. Meron tayong mga programa, yung Bagong Pilipinas, Serbisyo Fair, di ba? Meron mga ngayon, yung sa Sibol, sa farm, sa card. So it works hand in hand with the aid that we're going to giving to the people, with the priority of this administration, and also the Congress looking into various measures and legislative measures to make sure sustainable itong mga bagay-bagay na hindi lang puro assistance, 'di ba? So it's a focus kasi importante nga na hindi nga magutom ang taong bayan.
Well, yeah, I'm not really abreast in the issue of the NFA, but in general, I think the House leadership is doing very well in helping the executive, our president, kind of steer our country in a clean path. Kasi what I believe President BBM wants is to impress to the Filipino people that this administration is not what his oppositionists are saying, na corruption, etc., etc. And that's where the House comes in, to conduct investigations, to provide the evidence needed on either corruption or incompetence.